This is crazy. NBA YoungBoy facing 250 years after impersonating elderly women to get lean. You would think these guys have money to just buy lean, right? So I guess he got caught up in this whole fraud scheme to impersonate elderly folk to get medicated lean or prescribed lean. And and honestly, dude, if they got the fucking phone call, that's gonna be hilarious. Oh man, all right, let's check it out.
But for a popular rapper is facing over 60 charges after he was arrested in Cache County.
NBA YoungBoy was arrested this week at his Mill Creek home in what the Cache County Sheriff's Office is calling an ongoing investigation into criminal conduct.
We are learning new details about why young rapper NBA YoungBoy was arrested in Utah yesterday.
The rapper, whose real name is Kentrell Deshaun Galden, was under house arrest as he awaited
the gall of this guy. The gall.
Trial on federal gun charges. Several agencies, including the FBI and Secret Service, executed a search warrant yesterday morning.
September 19th, 2023. Reed's Pharmacy in Hiram, Utah, received a prescription called in for a 74-year-old woman named Bethel White. The physician who called provided the proper identification, but the number he called from wasn't from his pharmacy. A phone call to the suspected pharmacy would confirm suspicions. The pharmacist didn't have a patient named Bethel White, he never called in a prescription, and apparently someone's made several orders using his name that day. The prescription was for an antibiotic, as well as promethazine with codeine, a Schedule 5 controlled substance, and one of the most abused and sought after drugs in hip-hop. The antibiotic was most likely just to make the prescription.
Man, Lil Wayne was having some crazy seizures with that shit. We almost lost Lil Wayne because of lean. So like there was this huge conspiracy theory that Lil Wayne wasn't Lil Wayne afterwards, right? Oh, it's a clone. It's a clone. No, that ain't Wheezy. That ain't Wheezy. Like, fuck, man. I don't get it. I don't understand, bro. Ah, man. Just smoke weed, guys. Just smoke weed. Fuck.
Less of a red flag. Law enforcement would wait in the parking lot of Reed's Pharmacy waiting for someone to pick up the order, but nobody came. That same day, Spence's Pharmacy in Logan, Utah received a call from the same suspect using the same physician's information. This time, 71-year-old Gwendolyn Cox needed promethazine with codeine. 2 weeks after the prescription was called in, a female came and picked it up, stating Gwendolyn was her grandmother. The following month, Spence's Pharmacy received a second call requesting more lean for grandma. Spence's obviously realized the 71-year-old didn't just drink a whole bottle of syrup in less than 3 weeks, so this time they requested a hard copy of the prescription with the patient. So the suspect on the phone hung up the call. Spence's Pharmacy attempted to call the number back after looking up the physician's name, only to make contact with the real physician, finding out someone's been fraudulently using his credentials. On January 17, 2024, a fraudulent prescription was called into Larry's Pharmacy in Smithfield, Utah. It was the same deal. Another elderly woman wanted lean, and when things looked suspicious, the pharmacy called the police. An agent assigned to the Cache Rich Drug Task Force would conduct the initial investigation. Obvious similarities between the reports from the different pharmacies would lead officers to devise a plan. Contact would be made, and 2 females would arrive at Larry's Pharmacy to pick up the prescription. They'd be detained, and officers would smell a strong...
Got. Hey, yo, send the snow bunnies. They'll pick up the lean for us. They believe it. Say it's for your grandmother.
odor of marijuana coming from the Chevy Tahoe they drove in.
That's how you get caught. You know what I mean? These bitches don't want to get caught. These they gonna rat you out as soon as they get. Well, yo, NBA YoungBoy sent me here.
With the females consenting to a search, marijuana flakes would be found around the interior, along with an empty handgun case for a .45 caliber 1911.
That's crazy. Motherfuckers still get you for marijuana flakes. See that, like, coming from California, like, that does not compute in my head, dude. Like, I remember growing up, the cops didn't even, like, they'll just make you stomp out your weed and they'll let you fucking go. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you got crumbs in your fucking dash, you're gonna go to jail, miss. You know, that's crazy.
They'd claim the marijuana wasn't theirs, and they were picking up a prescription for a friend that they refused to name. The two women would later be arrested for their role in the prescription fraud ring, and officers would discover the Chevy Tahoe they were riding in was registered out of Texas under a 24-year-old man named Kentrell Golden.
Damn, Kentro. They got you, Kentro. Oh my god, these guys are not smart criminals, dude. Dude legit saw like, alright, I'm gonna make a federal crime. I'm gonna have these two women commit the federal crime for me, but how are they gonna get there? Just rent them a car. Duh. I mean, fuck, I'm not gonna let them use my car, so I'm just gonna rent one out, okay? Duh. Okay.
Trell will be more commonly known as rap superstar NBA YoungBoy.
Superstar.
One of the task force agents would be contacted by dispatch and informed that none other than Gwendolyn Cox needed to speak with him.
That's just crazy. That's just crazy, dude. These criminals ain't smart, bro.
During the conversation,
Criminals ain't smart, bro. Hey, you need to bring your grandma Gwendolyn over with a hard copy of the prescription. That's not my. I won't even tell you who it is. Like, that's crazy, dude.
She'd state her last name was White instead of Cox, and she'd give her birth month and date.
Oh, she fucked up because she went with instead of Gwendolyn's Cox, she went with Bethel White, right? I even remember this shit, right? What the fuck, bro? These bitches are stupid.
And wouldn't provide her address. It was very clear to the agent that Gwendolyn was using a fake voice, as this old woman sounded like a much younger male from the South. She, or he, made a statement saying, "Well, I asked her to, and she said that she'll have you call me." The terminology "ax" instead of "ask" was a dead giveaway and consistent with a southern dialect from states like Texas.
No way. This motherfucker's using a voice changer, but still talking like his regular self. That is, I asked my granddaughter to come do it for me.
Georgia and Louisiana. The following day, a person who self-identified as NBA YoungBoy's business manager attempted to contact the drug task force in an effort to get the Chevy Tahoe out of the impound. During this time, the impound company suspected the vehicle may be stolen after speaking with the so-called manager, so the task force officer requested to speak directly with YoungBoy. On a conference call being recorded by dispatch, YoungBoy told the task force agent the females arrested at the pharmacy were family. The agent would ask about his relations to the
Hey, yo, family first. We gotta get them out. What if fucking NBA YoungBoy went all fucking Vin Diesel and fucking broke these chicks out of jail? Too fast, too furious. I'm too fast for y'all, man.
The female, and if they had his permission to drive his vehicle, to which YoungBoy said they did have his permission, and he asked for his vehicle back. The agent would tell YoungBoy how to get his vehicle back, and the conversation would continue when YoungBoy said, ask him about, the prescription that they picked up. He paused for a few seconds before saying, she on the fucking hospital bed. She on the hospital bed. The agent was aware YoungBoy was speaking to someone else who claimed to be YoungBoy's brother. The call would break up and go silent for durations of time, leading the agent to believe they were muting the call. Because YoungBoy was speaking about prescriptions without being asked, Yo,
hold on, bro. They're fucking on to us. What are we gonna tell them, bro? Yeah, we'll be right there with you, actually. Wait up. Bro, I'm freaking... Oh, my God, man. We're effed. We're effed. I told you not to do this. You shouldn't have sent those two bitches. We're gone. They got us, bro. They got us. Should have just left that Tahoe there, bro. God, man. Wild.
He had knowledge of the fraudulent prescription the females attempted to pick up. It would also prove intent, as YoungBoy attempted to further the prescription fraud by stating, "She's on a hospital bed," referring to the fake patient. YoungBoy would also slip up, using the word ax instead of ask, the same way the fake patient Gwendolyn did on the phone.
Yep.
And at this point, it would appear obvious NBA YoungBoy was pretending to be a 71-year-old woman in an attempt to get lean. The drug task force would...
And not even a good 70-year-old woman. You talking like from the hood, bro. You're supposed to be an 80, 70-year-old white woman named Gwendolyn Cox or Bethelyn White, right? Come on, dude.
The physician whose name was being...
Carolyn White, I guess. Codeine for a patient named Carolyn White. Oh,
fraudulently
man.
used, and a report for how many...
Yeah, Beatrice White, Carolyn White, Beatrice Ann White. Yeah, dude.
Prescriptions were successfully...
You gotta take at least some like acting classes and be like, all right, I gotta get in character. Oh, hey, sweetie. You seem cold. Do you want a hot chocolate? You know what I'm saying, bro? Come on, homie. You gotta get into that character, bro. You know, shit
would be made. Ann White, Beatrice White, Caroline White, Gwendolyn White, Alice White, Francine White, Francine Taylor, and Gwendolyn Cox were all fake elderly women whose names were used to pick up different amounts of codeine.
It's a white family affair, yo.
Sometimes repeatedly. Surprisingly, NBA YoungBoy's own name, Cantrell Gaulden, will be used with a birth year of 1953 to pick up a 7-day supply of codeine. A juvenile would be apprehended at the farm.
Hiding in plain sight, this motherfudger. This, look at that.
Pharmacy after attempting to pick it up. Additional calls were made using YoungBoy's real name and real birth date by someone in Houston, Texas. It was discovered the same white Tahoe registered in Texas that the females were arrested in could be seen in one of YoungBoy's music videos. Further investigation into YoungBoy was conducted after he was identified as the primary suspect. Rising from the trenches of Baton Rouge, YoungBoy is documented to have lived in Louisiana, Texas.
And don't get me wrong, Baton Rouge is like that's a hood, that's a ghetto. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people make it out of Baton Rouge. You know what I mean? Louisiana's like not. Oh man. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, statistically, you're not supposed to make it out of Baton Rouge, right? And he did, and it's just like the influences around him. You know what I mean? Just keep dragging him down. Bad decisions.
Georgia, California, and Utah. He's also currently on federal pretrial probation as he awaits trial for a federal gun charge for possession of a firearm.
Shit. Make sure you like and subscribe so we get no more commercials. Pay for that premium, baby.
Firearm by a convicted felon. The rap star's criminal history is not only extensive, but violent. Back in 2016, YoungBoy was arrested on 2 charges of murder in Louisiana as a juvenile. The charges were eventually reduced, and YoungBoy would be convicted of aggravated assault with a firearm, while his second charge of attempted murder was dropped entirely. This conviction alone would make him a convicted felon. In 2018, he'd be arrested for aggravated assault and kidnapping, with the kidnapping later being dismissed. YoungBoy would plead guilty to a lesser charge of simple battery, resulting in a misdemeanor conviction and 12 months of probation. In 2019, YoungBoy would be arrested for marijuana in Georgia, and in 2020, he'd be arrested in Louisiana for possession of a firearm.
You would think like, yo, this guy's the meal ticket. Like he's our ticket out of the hood. Like we need to protect this guy. Homie, you can't go with us. Plain and simple. But nah, dude, nah. Motherfuckers don't know how to take care of their meal ticket.
By a convicted felon, distribution of marijuana, possession of a controlled substance, illegally carrying a weapon, illegal possession of a stolen firearm, and possession of a controlled substance. In 2021, the feds would indict YoungBoy for his Louisiana gun charge, and 3 years later, he'd still be on pretrial release. YoungBoy has been identified by the FBI as the leader of the NBA street gang. The gang itself is a group of YoungBoy's associates that have been classified as a gang because of their structure, affiliation, and violent behavior. YoungBoy's music is heavily influenced by that behavior, as he is consistently rapping about shooting and killing people, using drugs, and having a strong dislike for law enforcement. The rap star currently resides in Huntsville, Utah, within a multi-million-dollar mansion he's named Gravedigger Mountain. With an ankle monitor, YoungBoy needs approval to leave his home for any reason, to the point that it doesn't even matter if it's a doctor's appointment.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, look at all the rap sheets, you know what I mean? And then plus the music doesn't help his case, you know? It's like, I mean, out here they do gang enhancements, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know how they do it over there, but, like, you can't do videos with certain people because you get a gang enhancement, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same right there. So, it's just like, yeah, bro, you keep doing these videos you're not supposed to be doing, bro. Like, you got to stop, you know?
Guests that enter Gravedigger Mountain also have to be approved by his federal...
I don't even think, like, gun videos are allowed on YouTube, right? You get, like, demonetized for having guns in your shit, right?
...probation before entering the property. The same suspects that would be caught up attempting to pick up fraudulent prescriptions were all on YoungBoy's visiting list. On April 16th, 2024, a search warrant was executed on Gravedigger Mountain. Everyone within the mansion was detained, including YoungBoy, and after being read his rights, he agreed to an interview. YoungBoy was asked about the presence of firearms inside of the home. He said a gun belonging to his wife was inside.
You should just be like, I don't talk to no one without my lawyers. That's it. Why do these rappers think they're so smart? Or criminals think they're so smart? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll agree to an interview. Bro, no. I need a lawyer before I say anything to you guys. Especially if you got money. Like, what's wrong with this guy?
And YoungBoy was asked if he ever handled the gun or if his DNA would be found on the gun. He denied that his DNA would be found, but stated 2 days earlier he had picked the gun up and moved it from an open area, placing it inside of a drawer. He'd claimed that was the only time he touched the gun, further stating his wife always has the gun within reach throughout the house. YoungBoy was asked about prescription drugs in his house, and he'd state he has a prescription for promethazine. He provided the doctor's name who prescribed it and said,
let me guess. The same doctor he's been using to get the other fake ones.
He was local. When asked if he had any doctors in Texas, he'd say no, and continued to deny having been prescribed drugs.
He said it was local.
Doctor. When asked about his associates,
no way he would. I mean, I bet he would.
picking up fraudulent prescriptions, he claimed to have no knowledge of their activities. He confirmed his association with 3 of them, and when confronted about the call with the agent, he stated he didn't remember, making suggestions the agent likely spoke with his dad. But the agent would note YoungBoy has a very distinct voice and that it was in fact him on the call, as the agent later spoke with YoungBoy's dad and could tell it wasn't him. YoungBoy was interviewed further but continued to be deceptive and deny knowledge of anything illegal. During the search, law enforcement found a prescription bottle inside YoungBoy's bathroom within the master bedroom. The bottle was prescribed to Caroline White, one of the
Damn! What a fucking idiot!
Names. An antibiotic bottle was prescribed to Caroline White, one of the fraudulent names. Law enforcement found a prescription bottle inside YoungBoy's bathroom within the master bedroom. The bottle was prescribed to Caroline White, one of the fraudulent names. An antibiotic would be found with YoungBoy's name, but with the birth date from 1955, and another bottle of promethazine would be found without a label. The handgun YoungBoy admitted to possessing.
Stupid doodoo dumb. My boy out here, hyphy as a motherfucker. Stupid doodoo dumb, bro. God damn it,
would
bro.
be found within the master bedroom closet.
Yo, these are these kids' heroes, bro. These guys need to do better, bro. You got like, come on, you gotta think like a criminal, bro, not a user, a criminal. I mean, like, oh, I'm gonna keep all this evidence here, bro, because well, where else am I gonna store this lean, bro? I mean, at least scratch the fucking prescription off, like scratch the name off something, bro. God damn it.
With an empty magazine and one round loaded in the
I'd be
chamber.
upset if I was your
3
daddy,
more bottles
NBA
of
young boy.
magazine would be found inside of the home, and all electronics was seized. NBA YoungBoy would be placed under arrest and
1,
charged
2,
with possession
3,
of a
4,
weapon by a
5,
restricted
6,
person,
7, 8,
pattern
9,
of
10,
unlawful
11,
activity, 20
14.
counts of identity
God
fraud,
damn.
20 counts of procuring or attempting to procure a drug prescription, 20 counts of forgery,
20
and
per 20
possession of a
times.
controlled substance being marijuana.
So the
or
forgery,
spice.
the
Now, while it
the-
sounds like
the
YoungBoy clearly has a
prescription
drug
fakeness,
problem
whatever,
and was using his
the
team
fraud.
to obtain them, how serious are his actual charges? For
damn.
possessing the weapon and the pattern of unlawful activity, he faces up to 15 years each. Both fraud and forgery carry up to 5 years in prison, while trying to get a prescription carries up to a year. Because he faces
So 6 times 40. Yeah, 250 years, right?
62 charges, NBA YoungBoy is facing, at maximum, a total of 250 years. But it's
That's wild.
highly unlikely he'd receive that sentence,
Yeah.
as that's the max punishment on every count.
Yeah, they're probably
What
gonna
is-
like link them together. They're gonna make it a I mean, he's probably gonna be facing 10% of that, 25 years probably, right?
Is likely to happen is the feds will indict YoungBoy again for being a felon in possession of a firearm, the same way they did
Damn.
after his arrest in Louisiana.
Damn.
If this happens, we can expect his pretrial release to be gone and YoungBoy to be kept in a federal facility until both federal cases come to an end. The fact that he admitted he moved the gun is an admission of guilt, which his lawyer will have to fight to get that statement thrown out. On top of that, the gun was found loaded in his bedroom closet, meaning while he may not have physically possessed it, even though he said he did, he could still be charged with constructive possession for the simple fact that he had access to it.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, being placed on house arrest for years is damaging to one's mental health, and a drug addiction can blur one's mind. But we'll just have to wait and see if YoungBoy's legal team is able to find sympathy while prosecutors seek punishment and a judge weighs out justice.
That's crazy. You know what? That's crazy, bro. How are these rappers acting like straight junkies, bro? Shout out to the actual criminals out there that are rapping about it and being about it. Like King Von, that fool was legitimately crazy, bro. Like he would rap about the murders, right? And then he would go on Twitter and be like, yo, you can't rap about a murder if you didn't even fucking do the murder, bro. And then like a week later, rap about a murder. What a guy, bro. So like, and he never got caught. I mean, he got caught in the streets, but like the law let him go, you know? So it's just like, well, he was thinking like a criminal, you know? I don't know what this guy was thinking. NBA YoungBoy, you need a... Oh, man, you're going to have some time to think about this shit. So, yeah, fuck, man, dude. That's ridiculous, bro. Have all that evidence in your fucking room. No, mames. Oh, my God. I bet he was like... I wonder if he was even thinking about that when the cops came and they asked him about this prescription. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, where do you get your... Where's your doctor from? Oh, my doctor's local. You don't have any doctors in Texas? No. You sure? No. And then sure enough, he has the freaking bottles in his bathroom from his master bedroom. No mames, güey. Fucking fucking pendejo. What the fuck? Estúpido. All right, bro. If you guys liked the video, like and subscribe. Comment. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me what you did like. Tell me if he's an idiot. I mean, come on, bro. You're supposed to you're supposed to get out of this, bro. Like, you live in the dream. You made the money selling music, bro. Like now create merchandise to sell. You know what I mean? Not lies to you. Oh man, I don't even know. It's just I guess addiction's a hell of a thing. You know what I mean? Especially lean. Like that is heroin, right? Like so. Ah, man, it's just sad, bro. Sad. We grew up with drug dealer music in my era, and now it's drug user music in this era, you know? And it's just sad, bro. Sad, sad, sad. All right. Peace out, everybody.